Hi, I'm Matt Amador.
And I'm Vinny Body, and this is
the 6 o'clock nightly news. Our new president, Dwight D. Eisenhower, has introduced something reasonably new to the American people, and that is the idea of a middle-of-the-road approach to government regulation. What is this approach, you may ask? That's the idea of Ike's government is not going to interfere too much with private enterprise, but simultaneously there is going to be overwatch and regulations by the American government.
This American consensus, as it was named by Arthur Larson, the United States Secretary of Labor, has emerged for a number of reasons. We all saw how high government regulation was what pulled us out of the Great Depression, and without that, we don't know where we would be today. However, along with that, it is agreed that now that things have gotten better, it is time to ease up in a sense and allow private industry to take over, and thus emerge this common meeting ground, so to speak. From another perspective, this approach to our domestic goodwill is perfect for the time because of what we have menacing at us over in the East.
To quote Larson, now we suddenly find these similar ideas to be a rallying point in a grim struggle for the highest stakes in history. A common danger has forced us all to think what we really think. Even if some are greatly opposed to government influence and restrictions of freedom on private industry, or vice versa, there is one thing that we all agree on, and that is that we as Americans are superior to the communists, and we must show them that we are stronger, and if to do that we need to meet in the middle, then so be it. Most people believe that women look forward to being housewives, but Betty Friedan in The Feminine Mystique wrote otherwise. She spoke with women about this problem with no name that they all secretly share. Friedan says she speaks for any woman that after taking care of the home, children, and husband, they all think to themselves, is this all? Apparently not all women, including my colleague over here, dream to be and are happy with being a housewife. They all want their own lives. Many women want to pursue their own careers and get a higher education instead of just doing the typical housewife chores.
Yeah, Matt. I was a housewife before I began my career as a news anchor, and after reading Friedan's book, I decided to pursue a higher career and have my own job. I envied men going to work every day and being able to have more responsibility than just taking care of the home. I agree with Betty Friedan that there are many other women in this country that have the same feelings, and our opinions should be heard. I encourage any woman to go to college and get their own job. I have loved it.
Mr. Presley, are you excited about being one of the most famous performers of our time?
Oh, let me see that microphone really quick.
Have you been able to cope with all of your fame? Okay. What is your favorite car, Mr. Presley?
That's easy. That's a Cadillac.
How do you feel about people's reactions to your signature hip swivel?
I mean, I don't see what the big deal is. All I did was this.
No, stop!
Mommy, look what I drew!
That's great, little Vinny. Go wash up now. Supper will be ready and your father is coming home.
Okay, Mom.
Honey, I'm home!
How was your day, Matt?
It was great.
You must have starved after working so hard at whatever you do.
Nail clippers. I sell nail clippers, hon.
Well, don't worry. I cooked your favorite.
Campbell's chicken noodle soup? That's my favorite! There's nothing better after a long day's work than a warm bowl of Campbell's chicken noodle soup. And we're back.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's okay. Why did you choose such a unique type of music to perform, Mr. Presley?
Well, I feel that rock and roll is my passion, and it goes with the times. You see, the times are changing, and rock and roll represents that.
I see what you're saying. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Presley.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
In other news, President Eisenhower has been pursuing a new means of transportation for Americans.
The president has proposed the Interstate Highway Act.
Yes, Vinny, it appears that President Eisenhower plans to build highways throughout the nation connecting many states and roads.
He explained that this plan would benefit America greatly. The automobile would be able to take families across the nation.
Along with that, highways are a great way to make our country a safer place.
They provide a much easier way to evacuate in case of an emergency. Highways are a plus in my book, Matt.
Imagine that, Vin, exploring the good old USA in my 1952 Lincoln.
Well, golly, Matt, that sounds like a grand old time.
First it was the radio, now the new sensation is television. More and more families are staying indoors to watch TV rather than going outside during the day. People today are viewing 1 to 5 hours of TV a day. They are bound to be affected by it. Researchers are studying that what TV does to people. They have come up with a few theories. They say that people's minds are getting demoralized. What they see happening on TV they assume is okay to do in their life, which is not always the case. Some sociologists believe that what people are doing is not thinking for themselves anymore.
Hi, I'm Matt Amador.
And I'm Vinny Body. I thought you were saying
That's it? Alright, Presley.
Do a higher education and have my own job. I envied men going to work every day and having more responsibility than me.
Look at him.
Why would you ruin it?
Well, you laughed when he messed up, so it kind of...
I messed up.
Oh, yeah, you did a little
Yeah,
bit.
because you went like...